The FBI is warning Arizona college students and students around the U.S. who are studying abroad that they could be targets of espionage activity.
Could be as simple as responding to an ad. Fox 10's Jill Monier has more on the video the FBI recently released on this matter.
They say everyone has their price.
This is the video the FBI recently released, warning U.S. college students studying abroad to beware of foreign intelligence officers who could be discreetly recruiting them to be spies.
We've talked to a number of university students here in Arizona, and we're trying to advance even further on campus and get more people to be aware of the threat.
The 28-minute video called Game of Pawns highlights Glenn Duffy Shriver's case.
Espionage is a very big deal.
The college student from Michigan went to Shanghai to study in 2004. Fluent in Mandarin, he answered an ad offering to pay him to write a political paper. While his role in the video is played by someone else, Shriver himself speaks at the end.
The biggest thing was how friendly they were. Just, hey, no problem. You want some money? It's okay. Hey, don't worry about it. Everything, we just want to be friendly with you. We're friends. It's important for China and America to have strong relations.
They had basically created rapport with him, and once they really ensnared him in the game is when they started popping the questions and making suggestions about him applying for government jobs.
The FBI says the cash-strapped student was paid $70,000 by the Chinese intelligence community to apply for U.S. government jobs, in particular with the CIA, which he did. He was arrested in 2010.
We see it very emblematic of the threat that's out there to other college students who might be targeted like him.
Recruitment is active, and the target is young people. Throw lots of money at them, see what happens.
The FBI says while U.S. students studying abroad are making themselves more marketable for private industry and government jobs, they're also tempting targets for foreign intelligence officials trying to get their hands on sensitive, even classified information.
You're like, oh wow, this is real, like this really does happen, it can happen.
Brenna Quinn, a student with Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Prescott, was required to watch the video before heading to China to study. Quinn, who speaks Mandarin, says she wants to be in military intelligence and says being approached by foreign intelligence officers was always in the back of her head when she was abroad.
When we would go hiking or we'd go do something, a bunch of us had blonde hair, so they'd come up and they would just want to take pictures with us, want to hang out. Are they trying to get something? Like, what do they want? I don't think it's something to be afraid of, but I think that it's a good realization of what can happen and what does happen.
The FBI says it's not easy to recognize an espionage recruiter or their subtle approaches.
It's not going to be a guy in a trench coat. It's going to be in casual conversation. It might be buying a beer at a bar, for instance, trying to become a friend.
There's a fairly big effort over there to kind of find out what's going on, what Americans are doing, why they're in China, what kind of information they may have.
Dr. Philip Jones, a former CIA intelligence analyst and international security expert, is the dean of the College of Security and Intelligence at Embry-Riddle University.
Our graduates are people who can go into the intelligence community.
Dr. Jones says about 20% of the students in the program study abroad. The FBI says recruitment isn't just happening in China, but in other countries as well. Dr. Jones requires all of his students to watch the FBI's video.
So that DVD is something that can alert them to possible approaches. It's called being bumped in the intelligence world.
Shriver pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit espionage. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison. The video on the FBI's website shows him being interviewed from his cell.
The motivation behind it was definitely greed and money. When you're having money thrown at you, especially when you're in a place like Shanghai, it's a hard tap to turn off.
Jill Monier, Fox 10 News.
Now, the FBI says it's not just college students who are targets, but defense contractors and employees of high-tech American companies as well. To watch the FBI's video, you can log on to our website, myfoxphoenix.com.